Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. It's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Amos. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Makes the catch. It's Bond. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll try the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. This is a designed run. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Looking to pass. It's Dart. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's not afraid to go deep. Got his man. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Parrish. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Get set.
Using his legs, it's Bentley. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The Golden Eagles get it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the ground, it's Amos. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Rebels in the hurry up. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's caught. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
On the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The negative play, it leaves him with 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Running toward the tape. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it, whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking for room. It's Bentley. On the move at the 30. And they're able to get him down. kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Running to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely...
Going to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Boston College! What a catch and run for 6. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Boston College, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Boston College, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McGowan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Dart. Gets it out fast. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Pulls it in. It's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Wells. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Still trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McGowan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
A strike downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the ground, it's Ward. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute it.
Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And he reels it in. End inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's a first down.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll ride his man on the option. Runs through a tackle.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. Steps away. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll go to the ground, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Boston College! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Bentley. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On third down, going up top. Feeling some heat. Fires on the move. Got a man in the middle. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal.
Yankee blue. Slash. Flex, flex, flex. Can.
Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's McGowan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Harris. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Offense gets set for second down. Running to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the move. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Looking for the score. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Bentley. And the Rebels will move the sticks with the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Oh, he wants it all. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
49, Boston College, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
From the shotgun, the inside give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
With the catch, it's Ward. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ward. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Then the short completion brings up second down. They're going to throw it again. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Black 24. Black 24.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Near midfield at the 49, it's 1st and 10. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.